biggest lie in the fitness industry used to be how much you bench, bro, right? All of us, everybody was bench pressing 315. Even when you were bench pressing 225, you claimed to be bench pressing 315. People were always inflating their lift. Now it seems to be that the biggest lie in the fitness industry is body fat percentages. If we were to believe everything we see on social media, we would think that everybody is like 5% body fat. I remember I was surfing social media and looking at pictures of half-naked girls, and one girl was claiming, well, I'm competing in 4 weeks and I'm measured at 2.8% body fat. Well, first of all, at 2.8% body fat, you're dead. Okay, I'm not an expert in dead people, but I'm pretty sure that if you're dead, you cannot post on social media. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. That's the first thing. Second thing is, well, the girl barely had abs and no leg separation. You cannot be, if you are 2.8% body fat, you can see the cross striation on your glutes. Okay, so right off the bat, it's a lie. And then she finished like 5th. So I said, what, the other competitor were like minus 1% body fat, right? Okay, so that's the one thing. Another thing is my own personal experience with body fat measure. I remember one time I got measured at 1.4% body fat, which, as I mentioned, is pretty much impossible because I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was still alive. So I went to Spain studying the biosignature. Those who don't know what biosignature or biomodulation or something like that, what you do is you basically take your body fat measurement, and based on where you are holding the most fat, it tells you about your hormonal profile, which hormones are low or high. Now, I'm not here to talk about the system, but in essence, for 5 days, you measure everybody else for those 5 days. So, and we're like 20 coaches who are pretty high levels coaches around the world. And depending on who measured me, I was measured at anywhere between 8 and 16% body fat. And when I got home, I got measured at non-measurable, less than 0%. So I can say that within a 2 weeks period, I was anywhere between 0 and 16% body fat, depending on who measured me. So you can understand why I don't put that much value in body fat evaluation. The fact is that a lot of coaches, they don't have the skill to measure properly. And oftentimes I've seen really bad things. I've seen coaches have an Excel spreadsheet with minus 0.5% built in every week. Basically, every week, the spreadsheet would automatically take out 0.5% body fat on the actual measure. So even if the client didn't lose an ounce of fat, they would still see, okay, you lost 0.5% body fat. Why? Because they want to look like, hey, my program is working, my diet is working, but also they want to make the client feel good about themselves, which is okay if they understand that it's not a real measure. Now, another issue I have is that many of these body fat formulas are not accurate with athletic people. I cannot tell you how many people I've seen pinch at 5% body fat, barely have abdominal development. If you go on my Thibarmy.com website and you look at the picture on the front page, you can clearly see veins on my abs, and you could put a pencil between these 6 packs, 8 packs in fact. I was measured at 9.2% body fat. I have veins all over the shoulders. That's a true 9.2%. When you are 10%, you have your 6 packs, and you're starting to have veins on your side here. That's a true 10%. When I see someone on the internet, you can barely see the shadow of abdominal development and maybe half a bicep vein. I'm measured at 8.2%. I'm getting in shape for the summer. Bro, in fact, you're probably like 12 or even 15%, 14%. Normally, when somebody claims to be 8%, add 5%. So it's a lie. Why is it a bad thing? Well, first of all, because okay, if you are someone who's looking to get lean, and you see someone, okay, I'm 5.2%, and that's what you look like, well, you can start to believe, hey, I'm 5% too, so I might not need to diet as hard, I might not need to be strict, I might be able to cheat. It can also give you false hope. Oh, I only need, okay, I'm 10%, you think you're 10%, but you're more like 15. So I only need to lose 3% to look good. 3% body fat is 6 pounds. So once I lose 6 pounds, I'm ripped. Then you lose 6 pounds and you still look like shit. And then you're gonna lose your motivation because you thought, well, I should have been ripped by now. So it can kill your motivation. So yes, it's important, okay? I'm not saying measures don't work, but looking at the percentage itself might screw up your own perception of yourself and what you need to do training, diet, and cheating wise. So that's why I think the body fat measurement is the biggest lie in the fitness industry. I'm not saying it's a tool that cannot be used, but you have to use it with a grain of salt.